I got that 8 shows in a row voice right now. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Eric Benét, and I am sounding off with Sound Exchange. My era of my first solo album, 1996, I think it was a good year for R&B. Not the greatest, I don't think. I mean, if I'm really looking back on the whole chronology of R&B and its evolution, I gotta say probably the best era for R&B was probably the best era, in my opinion, for rock. And that would be the 70s. Yeah, I've been in the game a long time. My first solo album was like 25 or so years ago. And my general approach to writing songs and making music, my general philosophy has not changed. You know, I think in the more recent years, I just think I've gotten better at it. And my approach has just been to not think while creating. I think that, you know, if you are an artist, a sculptor, or a painter, or a musician, oftentimes we intellectually get in the way of our best work. I'm often still surprised at what I create when I just get out of the way of myself. I can think of no greater and fulfilling job than to be a parent and to usher someone into this life and help them learn how to be themselves and walk and use the bathroom and learn how to eat and figure out what is their favorite thing, what do they not like, and what is their imagination, and how do we make it explode? How do we have fun with it? How do we learn? I mean, that whole journey is beautiful on so many levels. If 51-year-old me is talking to my 19-year-old self and saying, "You about to be a daddy," I'd be like, "Oh man, diapers and some screaming baby." But go talk to 51-year-old me talking to the 26-year-old me who's holding this newborn baby in his arms, saying what I tell you. And it's like, yeah, this is the best thing in the world. And that whole journey, it just makes you, it reinforces the best parts about you, because you are teaching them, you're trying to teach them good lessons and good standards and good methods of going about life. And some of those things you may have forgotten along the way. So it just makes you a better person all the way around. Yeah, I guess as a songwriter, you write a bunch of songs, and sometimes you got a special feeling about them. Sometimes you don't. Just by being an artist, you pretty much have a pretty augmented ego anyway. So you think most of your stuff is great if you're putting it out. But with Spin My Life, I knew as soon as I put my demo vocal on the song, I was like, this is my first #1 song. I just know it. I didn't know it was going to be like the wedding song forever, but I did know it was a hit. I knew that there was an element of the song that would further ensure its hitness, and I knew that was making it a duet. 20-some years later, people are still having the song performed at their weddings, and it's when I perform it, it's a favorite when I perform it. And Tamia, I ain't even lying. She just texted me. There's a text right there. She texted me like 3 days ago, because we're going to do a gig together in New York in February, and she was like, "What's up? Are we going to perform our song?" I'm like, "Why you asking? You know we are."